I'm going to be talking about inner child healing and what that looks like, what that means, why that's almost everything when it comes to letting go of patterns you've been repeating throughout your life and creating the life that you want to have. So, welcome everyone. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you guys here. So, what is inner child healing and why does it matter? So, when we go through life, our biggest imprinting years are 0 to 10. The younger the years, the more we get imprinted. We are like a sponge in those years. And that is because we don't yet have discernment. And so, what people tell us about us, we take in and we accept that as truth about us. What other people are doing, so be it our parents, friends, if they behave in a certain way that makes us feel bad, we tend to believe that that's because we did something wrong. Maybe we're not good enough, maybe we're broken, maybe we're this, or this. We make it mean something because when we're 4, we don't understand that that bully in the playground acted that way because they had their own pain, because they were angry about something going on in their home. Or our dad was working all the time because he needed to make money to provide for the family. It wasn't because we weren't actually enough for them. So when we're young, we're just absorbing everything in our environment. We're making it mean something. We're forming beliefs about ourselves, about others, about what love is, and about the world. And so we can collect these beliefs about not being worthy, not being good enough, not being safe, not being able to be seen, feeling helpless. All of these things can collect in these early years. This is also where we form blueprints for our relationships. So how we see our parents interacting and how they give love to us. Was love something that we needed to, was it a currency when we were growing up? Did we have to perform in some way or behave in some way in order to receive love? So all of these things have a very big impact on us in our very early years of life. And when we experience something painful that is not in alignment with our truth, because your truth is always freeing, it always feels good in your body. So if you're not feeling good, if you're in some kind of pain, then there is something on some subconscious level that you've been believing that is not true for you. So if you've ever not felt worthy or not felt good enough, then that's not going to feel good in your body, does it? And that's because your body is a living lie detector and it's trying to reject this painful belief, this painful thought. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, the thoughts subconsciously will create feelings of depression, will create feelings of anxiety. And that's where these symptoms of depression, of anxiety that we get medicated for, no judgment in medication, it absolutely has its place to help you cope while doing the work, but it's not going to treat the cause, it's only going to numb the symptom. So when we have these conditions, maybe we get a diagnosis and we get told you need to be on this medication for the rest of your life, or there's something wrong with your brain, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. I don't buy any of that. I don't. I think that is bullshit and it is unfair and it is unjust to tell people things like that because they simply need to heal. Because that pain is trapped in their body and those beliefs are trapped in their subconscious and it comes from the inner child. Okay? So I've helped so many people heal anxiety, heal depression. And it's because it's just a feeling, a sensation in your body trying to give you feedback that there's something that's not in alignment. And that can be a thought, hey, Kimberly, it can be a belief, it can be emotions that have been trapped in your body and repressed for years that have just been stagnating and causing physical pain and exhaustion and anxiety and depression. And that stuff, shit just needs to get out. You're not broken. It is not a life sentence, but it does need to come out. You do need to shift that. And that can also look like shifting the way you live your life. It can also look like shifting the way you show up in your relationship. Because if you're living in a way that is not aligned with what is fulfilling for you, with what is your purpose, you're not going to feel happy. It's not going to be fulfilling. And that's also energy that can weigh you down and cause you to feel depressed. If you're not living to your full potential, if you're not shining your light, if those thoughts of feeling unworthy, unsafe, all of those things are holding you back from doing that, then you're not going to feel fulfilled. you're not going to be able to fully express yourself. But you have a capacity to do that because it's who you are at your core. It is your absolute nature. And so it's simply a matter of releasing the things that are in the way of you fully being yourself, of you sharing your light in the world like you came here to do. And I work with light workers, and light workers are essentially people who've come here to bring light into the world, and whether they know it or not. A lot of people who are light workers have been through a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. They're very sensitive. They feel a lot of the pain in the world, in the collective, and that often overwhelms them. They often struggle with anxiety, depression, substances at younger ages. I did. I self-soothed with alcohol for a long time because they don't understand who they are. They don't understand the nature of what they've come into this world to do. And the world, many people around them don't understand that or understand how to nurture that. But when you learn how to work with your delicate nervous system, how to release the pain that's been held there, and how to remember who you are as a soul and what you came into this world to do, then that is freeing, it is activating, it is powerful, it is so freaking fulfilling because it's remembering your own power and it's finding freedom from the things that weighed you down that you do not need to hold on to. And that can be pain, it can be illness, it can be anxiety, depression, it can be patterns showing up in your relationship over and over again, showing up in your finances, showing up in your work, and hiding from being visible. All of these things are just things that need to be moved through to find healing. So for an example, I'm in the middle of launching my Medicine Within coach training right now. And whenever I do a launch, all my stuff comes up because it's coming up to be cleared. So feelings of, oh my gosh, is it going to be successful? Am I sharing enough? Am I doing enough? Am I going to be good enough? All of the scarcity blocks, all these visibility fears, all of this stuff. It's like a spiritual journey whenever I do a launch. But it's not coming up to stop me. That's what's coming up to be cleared. And so every time I do a launch, I grow and I heal and I learn and I show up in a more powerful way. And that's the gift that those obstacles give to me because they show themselves to me so that I can then release them and move forward in a much lighter way than I ever was before. So that's the purpose of these things that come up to give us resistance. Everything is serving a purpose. Everything is helping us in some way. And when we look at what is it, the purpose of the pain, these obstacles, all of these things that have been coming up, one, it's feedback that's telling you something is not in alignment, often coming from the inner child, the part of you that took in these beliefs like a sponge, that had all these emotions that maybe you weren't allowed to feel. Maybe as a kid you were told to stop crying, but we need to feel the full range of our emotions as a human being. If we repress them, they get held in the body and they create pain, they create anxiety, they create illness, they create fatigue, and that's not good. We need to feel every one of our feelings and get them out of us. And so, let me take a breath. So, as the stuff comes up, it's coming up to be healed. And if you've been dealing with this again and again and running into this again and again, you don't have to do that anymore. It can shift very quickly. It can heal very quickly, and you can remember your power like that. It's the moment you choose to. And maybe you don't know how to do that, and that's where working with a facilitator can be very powerful. It can be very helpful. I have my Medicine Within coach training that is opening January 26th, but I'm also offering one-on-one sessions. I've had people asking about that. I wasn't for a while because I was very sick. And last year I healed myself of chronic illness, of Lyme disease, of C. diff, H. pylori, SIBO, all of these things. And so I learned a lot in that process. I integrated a lot in my own beliefs and shifting beliefs I had around limitations of what you can do with healing the physical body through the mind. I learned a lot about epigenetics and I implemented that, and I feel stronger than ever before. So now because of that, I'm opening up one-on-one sessions again, and I'll drop in a link in the chat for anyone who wants to just book a one-off session, or if you would have any questions about that, you can DM me. For those of you on Instagram, there's a link in my bio. And for people who want to have a relationship where we work together once each month to continuously growing exponentially, then again, send me a DM and we can talk about options for you for that. So inner child healing is the missing piece so often. And talk therapy has its place. It is a great way to consciously process things. I absolutely respect it, but it also has its limitations. And if you haven't been getting to the root of where these patterns have been coming from the inner child, or even from other lifetimes, so for some external energies that are not even your own, or ancestral pain that is not yours, that does not belong to you, is not meant to be kept and carried on through you. You can be the one to break those curses. Then one-on-one sessions with me could be a good option, but know that in these lives, I offer a lot of healing. We're going to do a guided journey in just a moment, and I'm also going to be opening up my membership community really soon in case one-on-one is not an option for you at this time. You'll have the option of joining my membership community. So I'm so excited. Those are ways you can work with me in 2024, and I just feel really lit up and really aligned, and I'm really feeling called to be of service and to help those who are ready to move forward, who are ready to reclaim their power, their health, their peace, and follow their path and follow their purpose and live that in this life. Because we choose to come to this earth, even if it felt like it was a mistake or a trap or an accident, your soul chose to come here. And you chose to come here for a reason. And you can access those memories, you can access that reason through your subconscious, through your energetics. It's all there available to you when you learn how to drop into your subconscious mind, when you learn how to be guided by your soul and get out of the ego, get out of the thinking mind. That has its place, but it is very much overactive in our societies. So we're going to do a little guided journey on healing your inner child. And I'm going to incorporate a blend of techniques. If you want to be a part of this, amazing, hang out for the ride. If you're getting a no, then that's cool. I send you my love. You can hop off or you can just observe. It's all good. But for this journey, I want you to think about something specifically that you've been struggling with, that you would like to work through, that you would like to let go of. And that can be something going on in your relationship, in your health, in your career, in your finances, whatever it is. Just think of what it is that you'd like to let go of now, that you feel like enough of it is enough. I've been dealing with this for long enough. I don't need it anymore. I'm ready to let it go. And then I want you to close your eyes and just feel light pouring into you, just white light pouring into you from above, from your head all the way down to your toes, and just letting that light melt into your body, into your energetic field, into your blood, into your tissues and cells, into your DNA, into your mitochondria. Letting that light move into every part of you, and let that intelligent light clean out any gunk, clean out any toxic beliefs or chemicals or stuck emotions or anyone else's energy, any other imprints of things that is not for your highest good. Just send that into the light, send it along its way on its highest healing path. Let that light move into your epigenetic codes. So we shift what happens in our body through epigenetics. This is a process of activating triggers in the DNA, and it's signals that are sent from the mind. And this is how I healed my body. I didn't used to believe it, but I do now. Let that light move into every marker that has triggered pain or disease or illness in your body. Let that light clear that out, shut that out, turn off any of those switches. And let that light guide some tree roots going into the earth, coming from you, melting all the way into the earth and anchoring you into the earth, to this beautiful earth that we get to be a part of, this earth that made up your body, this earth that your body will eventually return to. I'm feeling Mother Earth sending some energy and love and light up your tree roots, into your body, up your legs, and into your heart center, and feeling that light from above and below, radiating out from the center of your chest, filling your whole body, your whole energetic field, the whole room, the whole building you're in, the whole city, country, and the whole planet. And feeling yourself fully connected and supported from above and below and wrapped in a bubble of light. And inviting all of our guides, guardians, angels, and beings of light to work with us here today for our highest good, to set a safe and sacred space, and asking that the work that we do be a blessing to all beings. I want you to feel now in your body what it was you wanted to work on today. Any issue you'd like to let go of, bring that awareness into your body. It is somewhere in your body. Everything is an energy. And if it's an energy that you've been living out, it is somewhere in your body. So allow yourself to visually or physically scan your body now and feel into that now. Good. Feeling what it feels like. If it had a color, what kind of color would it have? What kind of shape would it have? What kind of texture does it have? What kind of density does it have? And I want you to be with that for a moment longer. I like to jump ahead. My guides are saying to slow down a little. I want you to imagine you're in a beautiful white room now. And the part of you from wherever that problem began is walking into the room at the age you were at when it began. And as you see that part of you there, just noticing how they're doing, noticing how old they are roughly. And if they seem timid or nervous, just let them know that you're here to help them, that they're safe here. And you can even imagine both of you filling up with white light and being surrounded by white light and knowing that you can call this light to yourself at any time to help you feel safe. And inviting your younger self to show you if there's what it is that has been causing them to feel this way. If there's anything that's been causing them to feel this way, letting them show that to you now. And this is a process of witnessing, of allowing what has been suppressed to be seen, of honoring all that is showed to you. Without stories, without attachments, there's no right or wrong. It's being a loving and compassionate witness to this part that has been suppressed for too long. And you're going to ask them if they'd like to let go of this pain that they've been holding from what they showed you. And if they'd like to let it go, we're going to bring in an element that's going to take that for them so that they don't have to carry that anymore. We're going to let it go to an element, and that's going to be light, water, wind, light, or any combination of the above. And I want you to ask them which they would like to let that go to, or all of the above. And we're going to imagine that element in front of us. You can imagine light pouring in. You can imagine a beautiful crystalline lake. You can imagine a beautiful field with earth that they can sink their hands into. You can imagine wind coming up, reaching them in just a moment. Or a beautiful bonfire in front of them on the beach. Whichever they've chosen, begin sending that pain into that element now. If it is light, feeling that light melting into every part of them, washing that pain away, dissolving it into the earth, fully and completely taking it away from their mind, body, spirit, their energetic field, their ancestral line, all past lifetimes, all realities, all existences, all aspects of you in all places and all times, releasing that pain now into the light. And if it is earth, feeling your hands into the earth, and by the way, it can be all or any Any combination of these, feeling your hands in the earth, helping that part of you to release that pain into the earth. Maybe it feels good to lay your forehead on the earth too and let that pour out of you. All pain from all ancestral lines, all bloodlines, all ancestral karma, all ancestral blocks, all past life karma, all past life blocks, all past life wounds, every lifetime, every part of you, all the moments that were shown to you from this part of you, releasing that into the earth. Now Mother Earth can take that. She can transform that for you. She is a powerful being. Beautiful. And if it is water, seeing that beautiful crystalline lake and stepping into that lake, letting yourself be washed in that water, maybe even floating in it if that feels right for you. And just feel all that pain pouring out of you like black into the water, melting and dissolving and being transmuted by that water. Water is a very healing element for the emotions, and let that soothing, loving water take that and wash that all away for you. From every lifetime, every place, every dimension, every aspect of you, and all timelines, space, and realities. Beautiful. And for wind, stepping up, standing up, reaching your arms up into the sky and feeling a beautiful gust of wind coming up and lifting that all away, washing that through and away from you, moving through your hair and your fingers, feeling it upon your skin, feeling it lift all heaviness up and out of you and into the sky and into the light, where it is returning to the light from which it originally came. And feel raindrops of white light pouring down onto you from above, drinking in all of the wisdom from this. All of the lessons you are keeping, all of the pain you are letting go of. You do not need the pain to learn. You can learn through pleasure and joy and love and connection to your soul, your truth, to your earth, to source, to all that you resonate with for your highest good. And you're going to ask this, your younger self, or ask this part of you if there's anything else that they need. If there's anything else they need, give that to them in this moment. If they need to play, if they need to hold your hand, if they need to be hugged, whatever that is, let them receive that now. And if it's something that you don't know how to give, calling in divine energy to show you how to give that to them now. Beautiful. And if you're not already hugging them, hug them now. And as you hug them, feeling them melting into you. And as they melt into you, they are reintegrating with the whole of you. And you are here to watch over them as their loving guardian now. You can be the parent to them that they needed. You are the most important person who gives that to them now. And they are safe with you, and they can let you guide and lead because you are here to love and support them now. Feeling all of that coming back into you, every part of your body, reclaiming this part of yourself, this part of your soul, coming into greater wholeness now. And feeling light pouring into you in all directions, feeling a bubble of light wrapping around you, holding you in this safe and sacred space as you continue to safely integrate this for your highest good. Taking your hands and clapping them and rubbing them to create heat. And you feel that heat in the palms of your hands, cupping them over your eyes and breathing that heat into your eyes. And washing your face, over your head and neck and shoulders and down your body. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. I'd love to hear any comments you have, anything you want to share in the chat, what that was like for you. If you need a nap later or sooner, that is totally natural. That's just part of a deep integration of a very deep and healing and profound shift. And just allow your mind, the egoic mind is not uncommon for it to doubt, for it to resist transformation on a very rapid level. Allow your mind to be guided by your heart. Your heart knows the truth, so allow yourself to stay present in your heart with your breath and just be present with whatever emotions may come up. They're just being released with your body, from your body, and be honoring and gentle with yourself. Beautiful. Thank you for being a part of this, guys. Just felt called to come on and do go deeper and just do an experiential piece of inner child healing. And yesterday I was excited to talk, but then I was on a tech support call for 4 hours, so I wasn't feeling as energized as normal. So I'd love to hear, if you do feel like talking in the chat, I'd love to hear maybe one word for what you're feeling right now. Anything else you want to share is welcome as well. And if you've just hopped on, we've been doing some inner child healing. We just did a journey. So if you didn't catch all of that, you can definitely check out the full replay after. Okay. Beautiful, guys. And if anyone wants to continue working with this, if you do want to go deeper with me, I am offering one-on-one sessions now. I will, for those in my Heart Space group, I will drop a link to just book a single session in the chat. And if you have any questions, you can DM me, and those on Instagram, you can find the link in my bio. So the one-on-one sessions are very personalized, they're very tailored. We do a blend of similar to the journey we just did, as well as anything that's needed, be that shamanic healing, energy work. If you need help going deeper, we can do hypnotherapy. So it's really personalized to what's coming up for you, and this is where we do a lot of rapid clearing and rapid shifting to move these blocks that have been preventing you from feeling fully aligned, healthy, free, vibrant, visible in your purpose, in your abundance, in your flow, because those are all your birthright. Those are all your natural state. You are naturally expansive, and if there's anything that's been preventing you from expanding, it's just something that's not in alignment with your truth, and that can be released. And it can be released possibly a lot faster, than you may believe. So I was sick for a long time until I wasn't, until I got really clear on what was going on, until I got really committed to shifting and healing. And these kinds of miracles can happen very quickly. I was told when I got diagnosed with Lyme disease that I would take a minimum of 2 years to get it under control and that it would never go away. I healed myself in 6 months. I'm no longer taking any supplements, and I feel more amazing than I've felt since I was in my 20s. So surround yourself with people who believe in you, who believe in your ability to heal, who see you as whole, and it will help you to see that in yourself as well. Let me see, Kim. Oh, yay, I love that, Kim. You can now breathe easier in your right lung. I love that. So beautiful. All of these things that get held in the body, these emotions, grief, anger, whatever it may be, that weighs us down, because it becomes a stagnant energy. It becomes a block in the body, and it can create pain and illness, but that doesn't have to stay that way, and it doesn't have to be difficult or long to release it. You can release it really rapidly when we go into this kind of quantum energetic realm. When we're working with a level of the subconscious and the soul, things can shift very powerfully. And so it's just a matter of the mind catching up to how quickly things shifted, and reminding the mind that it's okay for this to be real. It's okay to let myself really fully be in this and to believe in it, and to allow my experience to stay with me. Allow my experience to be my truth in this moment. So thank you, guys.